You know why? Because they're terrorists.
And that's it. And if anything,
They are
that may
terrorists.
be the most un-American shit.
They are terrorists that have committed some of the most atrocious crimes in the United States.
History.
And they should face the firing squad for that shit. Yeah, cameras rolling. Check, check, and check. FTSD podcast in this bitch. I'm your boy Veezy.
Qurious.
And this is episode 50.
We made it.
Of the FTSD podcast. Go, shout it. It's your birthday.
Hey, consistency growing, trying to give you guys something different.
Hell yeah.
Educate, let you guys know what the fuck is going on in this fucked up world.
Most definitely.
And make you laugh a little bit.
Yes. Yes, all of that. All of that. And we 50 episodes in, man. We just gonna keep continuing to go strong and go strong and go strong. Bringing y'all new ways to present our thoughts.
Yeah, our thoughts, and I'd say unbiased thoughts on this bullshit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And like now we got stuff the way we want it. Like we recorded last episode, but it was one camera, wide shot. Couldn't really get the close up on us. Like you know how, like I want y'all to see the look on my face. See the disgust on my face when I'm talking about some of the shit we talking about. Y'all can hear it.
Oh yeah.
But I want y'all to really see the disgust on my face.
Absolutely.
Or the excitement on my face. Like when I say fuck Tom Brady,
we need you to know he meant
I want
that
you
shit.
To see it on my face.
He meant that shit.
I don't like that motherfucker, man.
0%.
And I'm glad his ass is retired. So glad. With that being said, let's jump into this first topic. I don't know why I got it last. Today's Saturday. The Super Bowl is tomorrow. I know we brought the Super Bowl up last episode, but the actual game is tomorrow.
Right.
Now, I'm going to say something. We talked about the Super Bowl last week, and then the Pro Bowl, I think, was playing that same day.
Yeah.
But don't nobody watch that bullshit.
No.
I would rather watch a game of flag football.
Oh, yeah.
Than watch the NFL Pro Bowl. It's boring.
Yeah, lackadaisical. You're just showing how great both offenses are.
Niggas ain't tackling at all. Why are y'all even there? Like y'all just there to, I got selected to a Pro Bowl. I'm just here to get a check.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not finna hit nobody. Bro, they had Stephon Diggs, and I think his name is Quandre, his brother. Because you know that Stephon played, I forgot who he played for, but Quandre. I don't even know if that's his name. But the other, number 7 on the Cowboys.
Okay.
So they was lined up against each other. This nigga Stephon caught the ball. Bro, you got a picture of this nigga just laying out like, it looked like he's saying, go ahead.
Go ahead.
They touchdowns all yours, big bro. Like
crazy.
It's
just like watching the All-Star, the NBA All-Star game. Bullshit.
Yeah, I ain't
not even competitive.
I ain't down for that shit, man.
Yeah, stop being competitive like 15 years ago.
Yeah. But with the Super Bowl coming up, you know, that's a real, like, that's the party. Now, I ain't going to no parties, but, you know, absolutely like, you got any Super Bowl plans?
Oh, nah. Just chilling with the family. That's it.
Same here. Turn this shit on. Get me some wings. Probably gonna go to Trap House. Get some wings. Probably gonna have to order them bitches early as fuck.
Be chilling.
And watch the game.
That's
it. Who you think gonna win? You got the Rams?
Yeah. I mean, man, I have notoriously, bad luck. I'm the only nigga who can say who his pick is and guarantee that motherfucker will lose. But I'm gonna go with the Rams. I feel like they paid money for the Super Bowl. Like when you go out and spend as much money as you can to acquire all the players you can,
Mhm.
it's like it's bought and paid for. So
But
I'm gonna go Rams.
yeah, that's how you build a team, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
if you
yeah,
can
yeah.
do it through free agency, do it through free agency.
Yeah.
If you can do it through the draft, do it through the draft. The Rams had the money to do it through
They
free
spent
agency
that money.
and trades because they didn't have to they didn't have to give Stafford no bunch of money. They
Right.
just picked up. Matter of fact, they basically just traded one big ass dumbass contract for another one because they traded Stafford and no, they traded Goff for Stafford, and they both had some dumbass contracts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the way they did their business the way somebody who plays Madden would do their business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I'm going to get the best shit, and it's gonna work.
Nigga, I be cheating on Madden.
But it finally
When
worked.
my niggas start making too much money, I'm like, nah, we gonna take your contract down a little bit because you can go and edit that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can't do that in real life. You can't just tell somebody, nah, I'm just not gonna pay you that much. This is what I'm gonna pay you.
Mm.
But
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Like,
but I got what you meant.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga go, man, I'm finna get all the all stars and everything, and it's gonna work. Sometimes that shit don't work. Via the Lakers, that bullshit. You got all them all stars, and that shit is not working. 26 and 30, but
Never
sidebar.
fails. It never
Sidebar.
fails. That's why you go. That's why you got the Rams winning because the Lakers trash.
Yeah, sidebar. Yeah, bullshit.
For me, I really feel like Cincinnati is going to win this game. I don't know why. I don't have a rooting interest in the Bengals. I like them more than the Browns. I I can say that much because I hate
Right.
the fucking doo-doo Browns. But I don't know. I just think they got a special team this year.
Yeah,
The underdogs, they shouldn't be there. And they got this hot shot quarterback that's just a proven winner. And that's all he's been doing for the last, I don't know, however many games they've been on a run. So
yeah, that's all he knows. Huh?
yeah, I just think they're gonna pull it off. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be exciting. Two quarterbacks that ain't never been there before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. I'm all for it. I don't care who wins. I just think Cincinnati gonna pull it off.
Cool.
So, but don't matter to me. I will be front and center, chicken wings in hand.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'm gonna eat good.
Now, my only thing that I haven't decided yet is, do I want mids or do I want Acapulco Gold, or am I gonna spring for the Hennessy wings? That's my only that's the only thing I'm indecisive on.
And I'm hoping the halftime show is worth the hype. Like, I think you got some heavyweights there, so please play the right songs. Give niggas some good ass performances.
Here's a prediction, and I should go on and see if it's a bet for this. Are they gonna play California Love? I know they're gonna play it. They gotta play it. They're gonna start the show with California Love.
That is his biggest song, I believe.
Whose?
Do you think it?
Dr. Dre?
I mean, it's Pac's song, but that's one of his biggest songs.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of his biggest songs. It ain't his biggest song. Probably Pac's biggest song. I wouldn't say it's Dr. Dre's biggest song.
What would you say Dr. Dre's biggest
Fuck
song?
the police. I don't know. It probably ain't that. But it's he got NWA, he got the Chronic, 2000. His biggest song is on one of them albums. Or I said one of them albums, but either with NWA or one of them Chronic albums.
Yeah, well, either way,
Still Dre, Forgot About Dre.
Yeah, those are big. But California Love went for
Nothing But a G Thing.
They not playing Nothing But a
Fuck
G
with
thing.
Dre Day. Now they not playing.
Yeah,
I mean, they could play. They could play Nothing But a G Thing.
At the Super Bowl.
There's a radio version of Nothing But a G Thing.
That would be interesting.
Bruh, if you got Pandora or whatever you listen your streaming service, put it on I don't know what it's called, explicit mode off or whatever. Turn it off, turn explicit mode off, and then find G Thing.
Well, I mean,
it's on there.
They can. Well, I just hope for good performances.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
I get pissed when I hear the radio version.
Yeah, it sounds better with the
1,
curses.
2, 3,
Sounds better with the curses.
Snoop, Doggy. They definitely gonna play that shit. If only that part.
Nah,
They
it'd be
gotta
good.
play it. But yeah, I'm all for it. I love the Super Bowl. I love watching the Super Bowl. For a few years when I wasn't fucking with the NFL, the Super Bowls that I missed, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
But when I do watch it, I love watching the Super Bowl. It's entertaining. It's good.
Still.
Like,
It is.
who just pays $20 million to film a fucking commercial, 30-second shit that be like a damn movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Them shits be. That's the only program or the only event that comes on TV where viewers do not change the channel.
Yeah.
Like, if you watching the NBA playoffs, it's on a commercial, you might flip the channel just to see what else is on or what else is popping. Right. NBA playoffs is 7 fucking games. NBA championship, 7 fucking games.
You be like, oh man, I'll catch game 3. Fuck this shit.
Yeah. But you might change the channel.
But you won't watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the commercials come on.
So it's exciting.
And go back. Yeah, so
it's exciting.
I'm all for it. I can't wait.
Give me a good show.
Hell yeah. Moving on, man. The Nets and the 76ers.
Oh yeah,
Blockbuster trade.
All right. So
let's go, basketball guru.
All right. So I gotta, get this from the depths of my soul, straight up. Yeah, I need that. And fuck go. James Harden.
What the fuck did he do?
Yeah, James Harden needs to go to the Sixers, even though he's gonna fuck up that chemistry too. The Nets, they won in that trade acquiring Ben Simmons.
Wait.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is going to the Nets.
I know, but they won.
Of course.
Wait, I know they won, but they won because of Ben Simmons, or did they win because of the 2 first-round picks?
Well, I mean, the 2 first-round picks.
That's what I say they won.
And you still got Seth Curry, who's just a solid shooter.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? The other dude they got, I don't even know who
Drummond.
that is. Yeah. Drummond?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And he's a hooper too. So it's like you got some good picks and draft picks. So it's like they won in that.
Hold up. Andre Drummond was on the 76ers?
Yeah.
This nigga was on the same team with Joel Embiid.
And he was hooping.
But they was on the same team together?
Yep.
Them niggas don't like each other.
But hey, when he sit out though, you do what you do. Money talks.
Well, I mean they don't. I know they ain't on the floor at the same time. But
yeah,
that's funny as hell. I didn't know that. This hot. I ain't been paying no attention to basketball.
But see, this the thing though. Harden, and I've said it, his whole career is a cancer. He's a prima donna, even though he's supposedly one of the greatest one-on-one players. It don't matter. Basketball is a team sport. And dog, he just continues to show that, hey, I'm about myself. Like, how do you leave basically the best player on the planet in Kevin Durant and, great Kyrie Irving? Like, y'all only gave it 1 year to work. And then you messing up this year because of whatever, injuries or whatever. So it's like they just blew that shit up. So, man, shout out to the Nets for acquiring some good pieces. Fuck James Harden. I mean, and truth be told, he ain't having a great year. Dog, nobody really wants him. Like, dog, right now, I'm gonna tell you right now,
nobody really wants him. A team just gave up their best player, 2 first-round picks, a solid role player, and a solid backup big man.
Until he's
one
married.
nigga.
Until he's married. Once he's married and don't want to do something again, then what?
Then Philly just wasted all that shit. But you can't say they don't want him. I get what you're saying, but it's teams that want him. A team giving up that much for him, they want him.
Well, okay, all right, granted, but I'm gonna say this, man.
But I feel your sentiment, though.
Yeah, man. You have to have teams that are willing to come together for one common cause. His stats definitely went down. He showed up out of shape. Why are you disgruntled? You disgruntled because what? Maybe you're not getting the touches. Maybe you're not getting the shots that you once got.
Showed up out of shape to the Nets.
To the Nets, yeah, this past year. They had all that stuff about him being big and stuff.
I thought that was with Houston. He always been big though.
Well, yeah,
He's not a little dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even with that being said, it's like no one really knows when he's giving his all, and like his numbers changed because they changed the rule on that whole flopping after your shot thing because he was getting like 17 to 20 foul shots a game. So it's like your production is down, you don't play defense, and you have an attitude.
So what's his numbers looking like now?
Man, I think he still might be barely averaging 20. But I mean, you just went from averaging like 36 points a game, like from the year, like 2 years before. So, man, and like I said, as we get older, we get slower. We get fatter. You don't want to go for that loose ball. He's more of a liability than an asset, but I'm telling you, so we'll see.
Well, you heard it from
Fuck James Harden.
You heard it here.
Shit. That nigga, dog, he is the definition of a green ass nigga. Straight up. I will fuck up the team because I'm not getting my points. I'll fuck up the team because I'm not getting my shots. Fuck you, dog.
All right. And the Nets, like in what? Wait, they like sixth place right now.
Yeah, they still doing all right. Their season is still salvageable.
Yeah, I mean they still playoff. They still in the playoffs.
Yep, they still in the hunt.
So
ain't nobody fearing them though. Ain't nobody fearing like they fearing the Bucks. Like nobody want to play the Bucks. Bucks is who?
No.
Like Giannis is like, I don't give a fuck.
LeBron was like, we ain't on their level. We ain't nowhere near their level.
I like that he was honest. Giannis like, fuck it, I'm finna give you 40.
Hey, all right. Like that he was honest. That's LeBron in a nutshell, dog. Just like it. He sound like he ready to throw in a damn towel.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, retire already. I'ma treat LeBron the same way I treated motherfucking Tom Brady when he gone. Yes, you was one of the greatest players to ever do it, but about fucking time. Stop. You don't want to play no more. He ain't bringing no more championships to LA.
I don't think so.
You trying to?
I don't think so.
You blew that team up to bring in the niggas that you wanted. You did the same thing for fucking Miami. You did the same thing in Cleveland. Like you blow teams up to get it to bring in guys you want that aren't players that you can build a team around.
Right.
So when you go, the team goes. Like you got all these old niggas at LA. But when LeBron retires, 80 ain't this nigga, fragile ass nigga ain't finna be no centerpiece of no team. We already know that Westbrook can't win.
Already.
So what are we doing? When LeBron retires, what the Lakers gonna look like?
Depleted, fucked up, like they did a couple years ago when they couldn't get no TV time.
Yeah, and it's the same narrative every time. Oh, well, look what happened when LeBron left. The team, he does that shit on purpose. He does that shit on purpose. So that when he's on the court, the team looks better than they do when he's off the court. Or when he's not playing. When he's off the team or when he's away from the team. Cleveland looked so good when he was there. Then when he left, oh, that's because he blew that fucking team up. There was no chemistry between the other players. There's chemistry between him being LeBron and being able to dish out. But without that piece, there's no other power forward small forward that distributes the ball like that. That's willing to distribute the ball like that. Most small forwards want to shoot.
True enough, that's their position. But on the flip side of the demise of the purple and gold, the Lakers, fuck that shit. Cleveland's doing well, and they're in the hunt in the playoffs in the East.
You know why? Because they built a team when this nigga left.
And they stay with their young core.
They got young core, they got young pieces, and that's what they're gonna build around.
Yeah, and that's it.
Just like the Lakers would have been okay if they never fucking signed LeBron.
They were on the come up.
You had, bruh.
They were on the come up.
Lonzo Ball, decent now. Brandon Ingram,
He into his own.
Julius Randle,
Into his own.
Kuzma. I don't know what he's doing now.
I think Kuzma getting numbers.
He looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You just gotta give it time.
I seen the Bulls. I seen the Bulls playing Charlotte the other night. Mm-hmm. And I seen LaMelo. I ain't see Lonzo.
Oh, he might be injured right now.
Okay.
I don't know, but he was having a great season.
Really ain't following the NBA. I might.
Yeah, he's having a great season though.
That's good. That's good. So I'm just saying, all them pieces gone just so you could get AD over there, and then fill up the team with a bunch of old niggas. Rondo.
Yeah.
All right. Next topic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this picture. It was a Texas A&M women's basketball assistant coach. Her name's Sydney Carter, and it was a game against Kentucky. I think it was a game where they wore pink in support of breast cancer awareness. Right? Now, the coach in question, her name's Sydney Carter. Her outfit drew some conversation on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with the shirt. She had on a white, like, sweater type shirt, but she had on some tight platin leather pants. And I guess somebody went on Twitter and posted, like, is this appropriate attire for a women's basketball coach?
It's stupid. Man, look, if she about talking about hooping, if she out there trying to win a game.
Bro, she used to hoop for Texas A&M.
Yeah, so it's like, man, this is the thing. We have to stop.
Hooped in the WNBA.
Yeah, no, you just leave black women bodies alone. Like, dog.
Thank you.
Instead of
because you wouldn't be asking if it was okay if it was a white woman wearing the same thing. Listen, black women are hippie, they curvy, they're shapely.
Yeah, they're beautiful, man. Beautiful black women.
And look, they look good on her.
I'm telling you, who complaining? I ain't sitting
look good on her.
Yelp review, man. Why she wearing that shit?
Yeah.
Nah, man. That's it. Stop critiquing black women's bodies, man.
That's the whole point right there.
That's
it right there in a nutshell. And it was a black dude that tweeted the shit. I'm like, dog, what are you? I hate when niggas do that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, cause white people are already thinking it. And you know they want to say it, but they can't. They just can't wait for one of us to come out and say it so that they can chime in with their little stick figure body built asses. You know what I mean? This dude that tweeted that bullshit. Shut the fuck up!
Just like that.
Yeah, dog. JSU pulls out of the Southern Heritage Classic game against Tennessee State due to scheduling conflict created by the SWAC. I don't really know how to feel about this shit, dog. Because when you look at the reasons they gave, yeah, it was a scheduling conflict because the SWAC created a new challenge. It's a SWAC challenge.
Right.
Jackson State's playing in that. And then they playing in another game. Then they play us in October. I get Deion's reasoning for wanting to pull out. Because what he says, like, nigga, we're the draw. Right. Everywhere we go, people come. Right. And now, here's the caveat to that. Because it ain't we're the draw. Deion, you're the draw. People coming to see you. Jackson State is getting all that notoriety because of you. Which is, I mean, it's fine. They knew what they was doing. They did that shit on purpose. They knew why they went out and got Coach Prime. The dude's name is Coach Prime. Jackson State,
cool ass name,
is Prime Central right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So them having an issue with not making certain amounts of money at a certain game is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But to pull out of a game right like right before the season starts, not right before the season starts because it ain't, it's down the line, but the schedule's already been made. You already like y'all in contract for that classic for 3 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's already there. You pull out and then replace them with the D2 HBCU team. They playing Lane College,
Now. Mm-hmm.
which okay, you not gonna make the money that you was gonna make playing Tennessee State playing Lane.
Right.
Even if y'all are the draw, a whole bunch of Jackson State fans gonna come to that game. But it's Jackson State anyway.
Right.
So what? That's a home game. Yeah, y'all gonna have a lot of fans at a home game. Lane ain't bringing nobody.
No.
So they not gonna fill up the away side of that stadium.
Be empty.
It's gonna be empty.
I mean, I get it, but certain concessions can be made,
Mm-hmm.
in order to accommodate, uh, Jackson State or what he wants to do. Like you said, if he the draw, and it brings more notoriety to, the school, and we raise, this money is for everybody basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion on it. Make it happen. So I mean, you gotta have those kind of considerations. Like,
But then you also got to look at what is like what's the Southern Heritage Classic gonna do now? They don't have Jackson State anymore, so now they got to feel that they can't just say, all right, Jackson State not playing no more. Let's go get a D2 team, a D2H. They can't do the same thing Jackson State just did,
right.
because this is a classic game. Classic games are meant to draw. They're meant to be a draw for the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which was, to Dion's point, it's good for the fans, but it's not good for. Some classic games can be good for the schools. Just it depends on how much the actual game makes,
Right.
and how much TV and all that. A lot goes into what makes money for a game, which is like that SWAC game, whatever they playing in. It's more than likely two teams in the SWAC that are gonna draw a huge fan base, right? And they getting they got like they getting like $6-something million over 3 years. I mean, that's when you look at them Power Five bowl games, national championship and the Rose Bowl and all that shit. The payout is nothing. $6 million over 3 years. It's like some of them lower class bowl games is getting $6 million a year. So, but I get it.
Yeah.
But I get it. And now you're looking at Southern Heritage Classic having to find another team for Tennessee State to play.
Yeah.
And it's got to be another HBCU. And you want another D1 HBCU. But the schedules are out.
Yeah, it's hard to do it.
Who? That's another thing that, because TSU's not in the SWAC. They not in the MEAC. They not in none. They in a. I think they in the same conference that Hampton went to. Either Hampton or what's the other MEAC team that left? I can't remember. One of them schools. They in the same conference with them. I don't know, man. It's just what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Because now that classic is like you got a whole bunch of people that was ready to go, and now it's like
I gotta rethink that shit.
yeah, that'd be like Florida Classic coming out and FAMU pull out that bitch.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna be like, yo, all right, so now what? Who we playing? Because we got to play the Classic.
And that's a lot of money missing.
A lot of money for the city. Nigga, Orlando makes bank.
Yeah, talk.
Orlando makes bank. Orlando makes bank, period. But
That helps.
it helps.
It helps. Like I said, there's a lot of money generated. You know, a lot of vendors.
Nigga, a lot of
counting on
vendors, a lot of club owners, a lot of promoters.
Love the
a
classic.
lot of people are making money that weekend.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money being
Millions
made that
flowing
weekend.
through that weekend.
So when I'm saying Orlando, I ain't talking about the city of Orlando. Because, of course, the city of Orlando, Kissimmee, and all that shit, they got Disney World. They don't really, the city itself don't really give a damn about the classic. But vendors, the restaurants, black-owned restaurants,
Yeah.
they really count on that weekend.
Matters. It like I said, it matters. So I mean, I would just say, man, hey, sometimes, hey, you got to come to the table. We got to compromise. We got to try to make some concessions to make things happen.
Right.
You know, regardless of whatever's set in stone, what would be the most profitable thing for these schools? You know, and you have to think about that. You know, as opposed to, oh man, well, what we doing is set in stone. No.
Yeah, man. But look, I hope they figure it out. I hope they find some. They gonna have to find somebody. They got. I want to say they got time, but I mean, these football schedules a lot of the time are made years in advance. So we'll see. Hopefully they figure it out because I don't like when classic games they just go to waste or they go away. Like a lot of the stuff that we enjoyed from back in the day are gone now because of situations like this and other things. But you don't see that shit happening to white people events. They get to keep their shit.
Yeah.
They get to keep their shit. It don't matter something keeps their shit going. Our shit is like, and it's like with I'm talking about like, and I'm only saying these because of what they were, not what happened at them. But like Freaknik, BCR, the Kappa, like Black Bike Week ain't as big as it used to be. Stuff like that. The shit that we used to go down and we party at and have a good time, like Memorial Weekend in Miami. That shit was wild last year. Like I'm not saying because I went. I'm saying the shit that was coming out of there about the stuff that was happening. That's gonna be on. They getting that on the way out because they don't like when we congregate. They hate when we get together.
At all. This Orange Crush shit. That's like the new shit people are talking about. But
bruh,
shit get out of control.
They was trying to get that shit out of here before it even got here.
Yep.
Motherfucking businesses closing. Like, what the fuck? You closing down
when people are coming?
That's some racist shit. That's all that is some racist shit. I don't want a bunch of niggas at my store, so I'm closing my doors during this weekend.
Don't make no damn sense.
Bunch of bitches.
Jackass.
Yeah, man. But I hope they figure it out.
All right, moving on.
You seen that self-powering TV?
I heard about it. There's some new technology.
This is a brother in Africa invented the self-powering TV.
Yeah.
I guess he said it converts radio frequency into pure energy. I would love to see how it works, like the specs to see how it works. But it's basically just a box on the back of the TV, and it wasn't no plug in it. And it's like, if you can convert radio frequency into pure energy, why the fuck are we digging for oil all over the place? Could you use that same technology to power a home? Could you use that same technology to power your car?
But I'm just saying though.
Where you get that from?
But the thing is, that's true though. It's like, so why are we continuously fucking up the earth, depleting resources?
Right.
There's people coming up with technology. So this is the scary thing. Let me tell you, this is what the scary thing is. The scariest thing is when you have people that are coming up with different ways to make life better, in which you don't have to ravage and destroy the earth, you know what? It might hurt those other companies that invested in fucking up the earth.
Those are the main people that are against,
Yeah.
solar energy. The
Yeah.
main people against that shit is the oil niggas.
Yeah, like they'll
Hydro energy, using wind turbines and all that shit, which is like, I don't understand why we not moving in that direction. Y'all want to fuck up the earth.
Like you want to.
Oh, we got to dig for that oil because that's the business that we in. Niggas, y'all just don't know how to. That's the whole problem with conservatives. They don't know how to progress.
Right.
Just
to
like
an extent.
Yeah, it's because when we talk about progressives, we make it seem like we talk about them in a manner that we just don't fuck. Progression is good. Progression is good.
All about context.
Moving on to bigger and better things. Moving on to more efficient ways to live is always good. Right. Staying in the dark ages, kids going to school, being taught archaic motherfucking way. Like you going to school learning so that you can be a factory worker still. They still teaching kids to be factory workers, basically.
I mean, to an extent.
Like you're not teaching kids to be computer engineers.
Mm-hmm.
You can teach programming languages in fucking middle school.
You know what?
And by the time them kids graduate high school, they know if I'm taking French in middle school, I should be able to take Python. It's just like it's a language. Yeah. You can write, if you can read and write in that language, you can create. It's crazy how much shit you can create. Java, C++.
Yeah,
nigga, that's this coming from a computer science, a bachelor of computer science. Right. Java, C++. I had to go to school to learn this shit. I had to go to college to learn this shit. But I'm saying you can learn them languages in middle school, in high school. You can learn how to code before. That should be, programming languages should be taught in high school. Yeah. Now, when you get into the advanced shit, then go to college so you can learn how to do the advanced shit. But to be able to make an app, a kid should be able to do that shit coming out of high school. Yeah. Well, build a web page.
Well, the thing is, what people don't really want to just admit.
Build a software.
And to be honest, the fact that what school gets you ready to do is to do data entry. School gets you ready to do that. That's what a lot of
data entry and factory work. Yep. Reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Yep. Data entry, like, man, we need you to update these motherfucking files, and we need you to pick up these motherfucking boxes.
They teach your kids how to be secretaries and factory workers.
Employees. Like I said, they're not teaching you how to be self-sufficient. There should be a legit business class that's teaching you how to push ideas and develop ideas and talk about marketing. Yep. But they don't do it. Nope. They don't do it. It's like I said, it's the same shit. So that's like we have this predicament in America, and why other places always seem like they're so ahead, because they're pushing ideas. So a little soapbox rant.
That's why we so far behind other countries.
Oh yeah.
When you look at the Chinese, the Japanese, even India, like, you say, oh, there's so much smog in China. Oh, Japan has this problem. Oh, India has this problem. There's so many billions of people in India. Yeah, so what? But they actually preparing them. They preparing their young to solve the problems that they facing.
Straight up. Get that shit right.
What problems are we prepared to solve? Going through the American school system. What problems are we prepared to solve?
Nigga, we want you to work at Wendy's, nigga.
Right. And that's why you got a bunch of minimum wage workers complaining about getting paid so low.
Yeah.
because they can't. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: it ain't high school kids and retirees that's complaining about minimum wage. It's the motherfuckers with degrees or 3 or 4 or 5 kids that can't survive. They need a job to live, and the only thing they are qualified to do is work at Walmart and McDonald's and
according to the world,
Kroger and
and that's it.
Whatever little mom and pop store that they're only qualified to work at these minimum wage jobs, and they feel
and they refusing to do that shit.
They feel right. They feel that they should be paid better to work at these jobs. Now, on the flip side of that, when you got somebody like me who works at a job I feel I'm being underpaid to do.
right.
But I mean, it's any job that pays less than 40 an hour, you gonna feel like you're underpaid.
Right.
Because inflation rate is the rate of inflation is rising way faster than the rate of pay.
Right. So you feel like, it's
when you get those cost of living wage increases every year, that shit don't match the cost of living increase.
No, not at all. And I mean, I'm not sure, but I think we spoke to the fact that there is like a legit increase in how much you're spending for groceries right now.
Yeah.
7.5%.
Yeah.
Yep, I think we brought that up.
That's 7.5% is the inflation rate.
Yeah, like it's going.
So it ain't just groceries that went up 7.5%. Everything.
Yeah. So your dollar, the dollar that you had yesterday, it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth
it. Ain't worth shit today.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Yep.
That's it in a nutshell, man.
Hey, man,
that's it in a nutshell.
I'm telling you, man.
So I mean, that's a wild segue into. I don't know how we got out of that from energy, but hey, it is what it is, man.
Hey, man, for real.
It is what it is.
But like I said, I like that jump, man. You got to put that out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was gonna play that, but fuck that.
What the hell was that?
Nothing. But I was definitely gonna put that yesterday's price. One of the day's pricing was that Mr. Crack voice.
Oh yeah, Joe Crack.
Yeah.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Heard that new Pusha T.
Yeah.
Been playing that like last 2 days hard.
Hell yeah.
On to the next.
Oh, what new Pusha? Man, I ain't.
That Diet Coke.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Diet Coke. Bro, you 40 years old still rapping about drugs.
Dog. I mean,
but I bet the song hard.
Still sound clean.
I bet the song hard. I ain't even gonna. Bruh, all right, this is a hell of a motherfucking. I'm just gonna go left because I had to get that shit out of there. It's been a wild week on Twitter, dog.
Okay.
A wild week on Twitter. I woke up, I'm looking on there, and I hear them talking about a sip and paint, right? And I'm like, what are they talking about? A sip? What's wrong with sip and paint? Like, women do sip and paints. Right. As you know what a sip and paint is, it's when they go and they sip wine and they paint shit, right? All right, well, this was a different kind of sip and paint because what they was painting is nude models.
Okay.
So a nude male model. Okay. What was crazy about this particular one is there was a viral video of some woman doming off the male model, necking him, just going in. That motion. Actually, her head was cocked to the side, so it was more like that motion. She was going in. Yeah. And it's just like, now I'm side-eyeing every chick that, every my wife better not come to me and say, baby, I'm going to a sip and paint, because I'm be like, where the fuck is this place at? What y'all gonna be painting? Huh? Who you going with? Huh? Man, just you and your girls? Who all gonna be there? What y'all painting? Fruit?
Hey, folks grown. If that was she felt like she needed to do.
Hell, bruh. In public?
Hey,
this wasn't no private event.
I feel, but there are some exhibitionists, voyeurs out there, and that I think that's the word for it. It's like you don't care who
Dog,
watch.
if you went to the strip club with your boys, let's just say if we went to the, if our group of friends from college went to the strip club,
Yeah.
and just out of nowhere we look over and one of our friends was just going in on a stripper
What do you mean, like
head,
what,
blah 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 blah,
what, oh,
on a stripper.
oh, I walk off. Yeah, I'm walking off.
Man, nigga, what did you do?
Yeah, it's like
Well, what are you doing?
that's a no go.
That's we don't do that.
We don't know what's been in there.
And that was the sentiment on from this little paint and sip. It's like you just sucking a stranger's. Like, what's going on,
Man, these heebie-jeebies be open for everybody.
bruh?
She is definitely for the streets. Strippers are for the streets.
Bruh,
They should have a for the streets card.
bruh.
Shit.
So yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't know, man. Like, you don't just do that in public. And in the segue from that, dog, I woke up the other day and throat goat was tweeting. Just the word throat goat was tweeting.
What?
Throat goat
Damn.
was trending for no reason.
Wow. Okay.
So I wake up. I'm telling you, I'll tell you. I get up and I flip through Twitter just to see what's the trends, just to see if it's anything that's worth mentioning on the fucking podcast.
Right.
I see throat goat. Why the hell is throat goat?
Is it the same woman? I know.
Huh?
Is it the same woman or is it
No.
just
Oh,
the
you
term?
talking about the Kim Petras person?
No. I was thinking that the person who was giving the man
No. That
she went viral or
had
something.
nothing to do with that.
Just the term itself.
Just the term itself,
Well,
throat
damn.
goat was trending.
Oh.
That's why I said wild ass week. Because when you click on it, if you click on it and you go down the tweets of why it's trending, I mean, you're gonna see some throat goats.
Whoa.
But I'm like, why is this?
Hey, it's society. I don't know.
And I think it has something to do with a song by some chick. I think the chick name was Kim Petras, and she got a song called Throat Goat.
Damn.
And I'm just like, so what? Like, what? Why? Why is this trending?
Hey.
Bruh, wild ass week, my nigga.
Yeah.
Wild ass week.
I agree. Throat
Like,
goat.
what do you do when you wake up and you just flipping through Twitter and you throat goat? Okay. Why is that trending? Okay.
Shit crazy.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that was me, bro. Yeah, I'm all over the place with this shit. Cause that shit, wow, it's fuck to go into viewer tells WWL TV anchor Sharice Gibson that her African necklace is un-American.
Yeah, I saw that when you put it on there. But this is my thing is this. It's very interesting that people can comment and like really make that bold statement like un-American. Like, what is American besides a bunch of immigrants? Like un-American to us to show homage to our own heritage is somehow anti-American. Like people don't really understand what it is to be black in this country. You know what I'm saying? Always ostracized, always told because you have pride that you apparently your thinking must be wrong. Man, fuck these crackers, man. Man, I'm telling you, dog. Man, fuck them crackers.
I've never heard anyone on St. Patrick's Day tell Irish American or whatever
Ever.
your Irish flag is un-American.
Ever.
Like everybody in this country is able to celebrate their culture except Black Americans. And that's why a lot of Black Americans don't feel like our culture connects with Africa.
Well, exactly, because
You know what I'm
our
saying?
story is uniquely our own. And
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's like I said, when people start talking about all the African stuff, I get it. I understand it. That's where we, our origins are. But dog, our story is uniquely our own. And that's how come you be like, that's how come we have to be even more together than other groups.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing, because all right, I got the clock right here, right? If somebody came in here and said, "Oh, you got an Africa clock on your own," that's un-American.
I would love to hear what your response would be to that because I'm sure that'll be
My response would be fuck
expletives.
America.
Plenty of expletives.
What the fuck? What you mean, nigga? Do you see an American flag in here anywhere? Like, it ain't un-American because I'm American, but me paying homage to my history. My history did not start in 1619. My history did not start in 1562. My history did not start in 1492 or whenever the hell Columbus got lost and made his way over to the fucking Americas.
With your green ass.
All right? Whether you believe that Black people are indigenous to this land or not, the fact remains that Africans were over here first. Africans sailed to this country first. The indigenous people of this land were also melanated people. Right?
What he said.
Right? Both the truth. Black people in America descend from African slaves that were brought to America, and there are a few of us that descend from indigenous peoples that were already over here. The reason that it ain't a lot of us is because what do colonizers do when they come over and take over a country and take over a land? They kill the people.
They kill them.
They kill the people. They call them savages. They call them savages so they could justify killing them off, and also enslave them.
Again. That's
it.
Yeah.
That's it. So if you don't tell me anything's un-American, white people being over here is un-American. Yeah. Because y'all ain't American.
It's European imperialism.
Fuck out of here.
Straight up.
It's un-American. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. Like I said, for whatever reason, whenever we try to celebrate us, it's always a problem. So
we can't have pride in nothing.
Well,
Black.
And the thing is, like I said, unapologetically Black is like when I say that should be virals, that should be shirts like, dog, you should be, if I put like this, if a white person is uncomfortable with your stance on anything,
that's a personal problem.
Yeah, and that person need to be checked because a person who is not racist wouldn't care because they're not thinking about anything, you know what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't be offended by you raising your fist up or standing by people because guess what? They understand what happened, they acknowledge it, they empathize with it, so they shouldn't have a problem with it. The person who has a problem with you putting up something that is prideful or racially playing homage to yourself or your heritage,
yeah,
that's a racist or closet racist.
And the point that I was getting to before, when I was like, that's why a lot of Black Americans try to distance themselves from Africa is because of stuff like this.
Right.
We're taught to hate Africa, or at the very least look down on Africans. Because what do you see in the media in regards to Africa in America? What do you see on the media? You see help the children. You see dilapidated lands. You
Yeah.
see starving people. They don't show you
None of the beauty
none of the beauty of Africa
ever.
at all. At all. I had to go to Africa to see it, even a little bit. I went to Zimbabwe when I was 12. That's it. I had to go there to actually see it. I'm like, whoa, these people live just like us. They got skyscrapers and shit too. I'm going as a 12-year-old kid going to Africa thinking I'm finna see goat farms and uh motherfuckers living in huts and shit. People starving, bones falling off, the skin falling off their bones and shit. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Then I get there,
Totally different.
and it's just it's a regular, like they have civilization.
Yeah.
And I'm not even to say like they have civilization, because
Right.
even that is your Eurocentric way of thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To say they have civilization. The land is developed.
Yeah. I mean, the thing
The
is,
people are developed. They regular people.
and I think the person who says something about un-American is just a person who believes the propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is nothing about the concept of America is something to be proud of. Like, the only thing to be proud of is the fact that you broke away from tyranny. That's it. Other than that, it's all bullshit. It's all been propaganda to support your own imperialism. Like I
they
said,
broke away from tyranny to become tyrants.
to be tyrants in the exact same fashion. Like I said, you wanted to supposedly stop communism. You go over there, you try to have a stake in certain places. You try and do things. You win, you lose, people die. Like, you trying to put your influence on shit. It's all BS, man. But like I said, the propaganda, man. So don't suffer from the bullshit.
Birmingham school apologizes after a teacher paints a bullet hole on a 7-year-old student's forehead.
That person
Teacher
should be
didn't
fired.
think it was a real big deal.
That person should be fired like a motherfucker.
You are a bitch ass nigga.
Oh, I need a nigga. Have you lost your mind?
Nigga, have you lost your mind?
Oh, you didn't think a bullet hole on a kid's forehead?
During Black History Month.
You think that was a big deal? In Birmingham, Alabama.
In Birmingham.
Man, you are.
This is why this right here is why critical race theory needs to be taught.
Go in, dog. Go in.
It ain't nothing to go in about.
That shit crazy.
Because you don't think it's a big deal. This is why black people continue to educate your children on the atrocities that this country put us through. Whether the schools are able to teach it to them or not, it ain't up to the schools. It's up to you. Teach your kids. Teach your kids so that we can always be upset about shit like this.
What?
Because if a teacher, a white teacher, any teacher paints a bullet hole on my son, not just a black boy, I would be just as upset over a black girl.
If it was a white kid too. Like, even if it was a white kid with a bullet hole in his head, like, that's some bullshit. That's the dumbest
Yeah,
shit.
but it rings harder when the kid is black.
Of course.
It rings harder, and it rings harder when it's a black kid, a black boy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm trying to say this without lessening the effect of black women being targeted by police as well, because Breonna Taylor and a lot of women have gone through this. Sandra Bland. I'm not trying to lessen the effect of that, but I'm just saying, for me, it hits harder because of the whole bullet bag thing. Like, that's what they see black men as, is bullet bags. So when you paint a bullet hole on a little black boy, what the fuck? What do you mean you don't think it's a real big deal? Why would you even do that?
That's not administrative leave. That is fired.
You're gone. You are done.
Yeah, that's fired. There ain't no we need to talk to you.
That's a weird administrator though.
Yeah.
This chick probably got reprimanded and probably got.
Let me tell you this.
She probably didn't even get suspended. I didn't even read it to see how she was disciplined.
So, for instance, let me tell you. This is how wild it is. I don't know if you. I'm not sure we talked about the story, but there was a middle school teacher who basically tried to tell white girls not to date black boys. Like he went on a rant, and it got in the news or whatever. But like, just think about these are the things we have to put up with.
The middle school teacher was black or white?
White dude trying to tell white girls not to date black boys.
I don't have a problem with that.
But the thing was like,
leave them alone.
It came off as, of course, racist, like just to the point where you are marginalizing a population of people. You're trying to say they're all this and they're all that, and they're this, they're gonna take you down this negative road, and it was just ridiculous. And it's like, well, what does our district do about that? Okay, we send him to some place.
The only reason I have a problem, the only problem I have with that is telling little white girls all that negative shit is only gonna
make them want to do it
more
anyway.
Interested.
Yeah,
I'd rather you just don't tell them anything and let them not want to date black boys on their own.
But they send
so the black boys can go ahead and find them some black girls.
They send this guy somewhere where he can get paid and make copies all day, and like that's like your punishment until they supposedly investigate. No, you do some racist. You do some racist foul shit. You don't need to be around kids. Like when I taught history, I never made a point to say "fuck them crackers" as much as I wanted to say it at least 10 times a day. I was like very sensitive.
And that's why Veezy cannot be a teacher.
Yeah, because I'll just say, hey, I want to tell you about. If you have a question, I'll answer it as honestly as I can. Whatever opinion you form after I tell you the truth is on you. But what I'm telling you is the truth, and that's what I say. That's it. So,
man.
But man, that teacher need to be fired.
I couldn't teach U.S. history because I'm gonna teach y'all real U.S. history.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach y'all.
This these motherfuckers did.
They said you're not supposed to teach us about slavery. Who the fuck is they? First and foremost, and number one, and number two, little white girl, you need to know what your granddaddy and your great granddaddy did to my great granddaddy. You need to know. You need to know. I'm teaching about slavery. I'm teaching about Jim Crow. I'm teaching about Reconstruction.
All that.
I'm teaching about Marcus Garvey.
All that.
But I can't be no teacher.
Yeah.
I had little white kids walking around in dashikis.
Hey, I definitely got some emails. They thought I was racist for real. I'm like, all I did was tell the truth. So
Yeah, but look, the truth is racist. To white people,
according to them.
The truth is racist. That's why they scared of CRT. They are terrified of it.
Yeah. Well,
if you're teaching little white kids the truth, you're being racist. No, we're not. You're making them feel bad about being white. If they feel bad,
sucks for them
about the fact that their ancestors were a bunch of fucking trash ass people, that's a y'all problem. That ain't a me problem.
Yep.
You need to explain to your child why your trash ass ancestors did the trash ass shit they did.
And that's
not me. I'm just teaching the history.
Yep, I like that. That's a shirt. That sounds like a y'all problem. Shit.
Yeah, I'm just teaching the history. And that's the whole thing. Teachers, what schools are teaching, if it's history, that's what it is, history. But that's why parents need to be involved in what their kids are doing at school. Because if you're not involved in what your kids are doing at school, they come home, they have questions, you don't want to answer them, but you get mad because it's being taught. You're getting mad because you don't want to answer the question. You're not being mad. You're not mad because it's taught. You getting mad because they're coming home and making you feel bad about the fact that your fucking ancestors were trash ass people.
Trash.
That's crazy. Because little white kids ain't. You know, bruh, if you teaching that shit in the in middle school and elementary, the kids ain't feeling bad about that shit.
No.
They got questions though. Why did they do that to black people? I like my black friend. I wouldn't want him to be a slave. They were whipping them? What the why would you whip somebody just because they didn't want to pick cotton?
Because
why would you chop someone's foot off because they ran away? I would run away.
The answers are trash.
And then white mommy and white daddy, you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself making my daughter feel bad about slavery. I don't want that shit taught in the schools.
Nigga, have you lost your mind?
Kansas and California pigs use civil forfeiture to stage armored car heists, stealing money earned by licensed marijuana businesses.
Just another way. I believe like just another way for the government, so to speak, to violate.
Government,
people.
man, nigga, the gangs was stealing that shit. The police selling that shit.
Well,
they stole the money.
The government. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, dog, that shit.
Legalize robbery. Legalize any up.
And they pocketing that shit.
Yeah.
These niggas ain't turning this. They ain't turning that shit into state evidence. They pocketing that shit.
Legalize.
And the fucking stores can't get it back. Dog, that forfeit. Two things that need to go away forever. No knock raids and civil forfeiture. Need to go away forever. If you detain me and I have $10,000 on me, you can't take my money. Why are you taking my shit? And then I got to go through a whole bunch of bullshit to get my shit back? You shouldn't have took it in the first place. But because you's a jealous bitch, you see me riding around looking good, clean and shit.
Niggas can't do that.
No, niggas can't be clean nowhere.
Yeah, but
don't be a regular nigga driving a Bentley.
Can't have that.
If you ain't a basketball player, a football player, a baseball player, or not a drug dealer, a rapper. I said drug dealer because most rappers are drug dealers. Or a rapper, you can't be no regular nigga. Hey. You can't be a doctor driving a Bentley.
Where you get that money, that boy?
You better be in your motherfucking smocks.
Where you get that money, that boy?
Shit, be a nigga driving a Bentley in the wrong city.
You got license and registration. Fuck out of here.
This was interesting, bro. A girl shared a picture. She had a tattoo of a Klansman hanging. A hanging Klansman. It's a little black girl, light skin, mixed. A hanging Klansman tattoo on her hand. So basically, it was the Klansman. He's hanging, and the noose is wrapped around her middle finger. So like she's hanging from him. So she took the picture like this, and it's a hanging Klansman. A lot of people was like, why would you get a Klansman tattooed on your hand? Other people were like, I get the sentiment.
Yeah.
Fuck them crackers.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a hanging Klansman. So I don't feel a way about it. I understood the sentiment. I probably wouldn't get the tattoo, but I'm not knocking her for getting the tattoo.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes don't overthink it. It means what it means.
That shit was hard too, though.
Yeah. You want your stuff to be different. Who wants to get the same tattoo that everybody else got?
It's not much different than the guy that actually painted. You know, you seen that painting where it's like, I think it's 3 or 4 Klansmen just hanging?
No, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, I gotta find a picture, but yeah, that shit.
Yeah, I get it. Cool.
Hey, they did it to us.
Yeah.
Why we can't express the sentiment? All the motherfucking crackers should hang. If you even involved in the KKK, you should hang. You should be hanged.
In any kind of way.
You should be hanged. If you are even even if you never burnt the cross or killed nobody, you should be hanged for even being associated with the KKK.
Yeah,
you know why? Because they're terrorists.
And that's it. And if anything, that may
terrorists.
Be the most un-American shit.
They are terrorists that have committed some of the most atrocious crimes in the United States
history.
and they should face the firing squad for that shit.
Yep.
And you being in the group,
You ain't exempt.
or even being just, you should be guilty by association. If you got a cousin that's a KKK member, you getting it too.
All right.
Biden that man to fund $30 million program to hand out crack pipes to prevent infection and promote racial equity.
So of
Now,
course.
hold up. I got that. That actual headline came from Daily Mail.
Okay.
So we know Daily Mail is one of them far right news outlets. But the handing out free crack pipes thing, that's all part of the plan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this thing, if that's going to be part of his legacy, I think that's a terrible thing to be remembered for. But it could be called Crack Pipe Joe. But I mean, but it's bullshit. I mean, in theory, I get it. In theory, I get it, and why you're giving them out. But
free crack pipes.
But in theory, I get it because you don't want to spread
syringes.
But it's like, but that's what I'm saying. So like what else is next?
What else is next? They're gonna start opening up what they call it on the wire? Amsterdams all over America.
Man, crazy.
Didn't we talk about Amsterdam on this before?
Oh, I'm not sure. But yeah, man. I mean, hey, more power to him. But the only thing is just, hey, if this is what you're gonna be remembered for, like as of right now, I think he's been in office for a good little while now.
A little over a year.
There ain't really been no major changes. I mean, you gave out a couple checks. You about to have a war happen. I mean, right now, I don't think it's looking good for no re-election. If that was on the table, so looking crazy.
The 2024 election is gonna be wild. Cause you know Trump coming back, and then this motherfucker Biden is
giving out pipes,
and nobody's gonna challenge him in the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
And whoever else runs in the Republican Party is not gonna beat Trump. Yeah. So we gonna have the same two
old ass white men
as our choices in 2024, as y'all choices in 2024. I'm not voting for either one of them motherfuckers. And honestly, I'm exhausted with the whole voting thing.
Yeah. Now, did you hear what I think? I don't know. Did you put up the thing about what Luke said?
Yeah, I was getting it. That's it. Yeah. I put that in entertainment, but it can go here.
But
he was like, black people won't.
And that's what need. Like I said, a black.
What exactly did he
huddle.
Say?
Like, dog, we need an independent black party, not Democrat, not
continue
Republican.
to get murdered.
Yeah, just black men.
Not even a party, because a party would only serve us in certain cities where we're the majority. Because number one, all black people ain't gonna be down with that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Solidarity is solidarity, so why not?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that all black people ain't gonna be down with it, because there's still some black people that's aligned with that racist side, and there's some black people that's aligned with the other racist side. Oh, I'm sorry, the Democrat and the Republican. Y'all didn't know which racist I was talking about. Yeah. They both the same.
Just different colors.
I put a post on Facebook. I was like, black people thinking that black people having faith in the Democrat to solve black people problems is like letting a snake bite you with one fang instead of the other, thinking that you're not gonna still get poisoned. Like, they both racist.
Same
So
thing.
I mean, I understand the sentiment of a black party, but a party's only gonna serve us in places where we're the majority. We won't win any Senate seats. We won't win. There won't be any major change in the country. What we need to do is where his line of thinking should have taken him, is we need to separate from this fucking system. Until we do that and start looking at ourselves as a sovereign nation within this nation, yeah, we're gonna continue to be treated like shit in this country.
Yeah, I mean, just like what you said, a sovereign nation in itself. So it's like, okay, hey man, this is like you said, these are the. I saw something like the 10 black pillars, or like 10 things we don't rob from each other, we don't steal from each other, we don't like. This is just like 10 things black people don't do, and like shouldn't do, and that is it. Like that is it. Like if you gonna rob somebody, rob another minority.
No, rob white people.
Or rob white people. But that's the thing though. You know, like move in solidarity 100%. And like I said, I feel like things would change. Like I said, it just always just blows
it's just so
my mind.
hard because that number one, tribalism is it's not new to our people. Tribalism is not a new thing because you know that there were tribal wars going on in Africa long before a white person even got down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's human nature.
Yeah, human nature.
It's not tribalism isn't just a African thing. It's not a European thing.
Yeah.
It's not an Asian thing. It's a human thing.
Yeah, that was it. You want help who looks like me.
Before Europeans ever even crossed the motherfucking sea into Africa, who were they at war with? Each fucking other.
Right.
The Romans conquering the Greeks conquering the Romans, Napoleon trying to take over all of motherfucking Europe, but that's still after the fact. But I mean, I'm just saying.
That's what they do. They
were warring with each other. The Vikings conquering all of northern Europe or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, resources.
Yeah,
land.
it's fighting for control, like what you said, control of the resources and control of the land. Mm. And your closest enemy is going to be that of those in proximity.
Right.
I'm over here. I want what you got over there. It ain't about what color that person is. It's I'm over here and I want what you got over there. I understand that you look like me, but I'm over here and I want what you got over there. You can either give it to me willfully or I'll take that shit. It has nothing to do with us looking the same. It has nothing to do with you being white. I mean, black. When it becomes, I'm up here and I want what y'all got down there, but I want the rest of the world to be okay with me taking it. So I'm going to tell them that because of what you look like, we should be allowed to do it. And the rest of the world should be allowed to do it. And matter of fact, we're going to come down there and we're going to have this conference and we're going to decide how we're going to do it.
Yeah, how we going to fuck with you?
That's when it becomes racist. And then we're going to classify you as this. We're going to classify you as black. And then we're going to classify ourselves as white. And then everybody that wants to eat off of what we eating off of has to petition to be classified as white. So that they can join in on the motherfucking attack on everything black. Like, I get it now. I get it. We call ourselves black. We probably shouldn't because it is a social construct that was created by white people. But when you're in the state that this is what you know, and they're trying to tell you that being black as a people, not black in color, but being black as a labeled people is a bad thing, that's where black people start taking pride in black is beautiful and black love and everything black is good. You know what I'm saying? That's how that got started going on. It ain't that we sit here and we look at ourselves, oh, I am the color black. No. It's just we understand that it's a social construct. We understand who created the construct. It's just like the word nigga. We took nigga and we made it our own. Right. We took black and we made it our own. Until we can decide as a people something else to call ourselves, roll with it, unify under it, and let's move.
That's it.
It's too many of us talking about, well, I want to be this, I want to be that. We shouldn't call ourselves this, we shouldn't call ourselves that. Nigga, chill out. Because while we arguing over what to call ourselves, white people over there, okay being white, killing us.
And the world is going on.
Stealing from us. Taking our land, controlling our resources, controlling all the resources, hoarding the resources, and not allowing us into the motherfucking. We're not allowed in the game. We can't play.
Ever.
We can't play. We control 1 point. What's the number? 1.1, 1.2?
Yeah,
1.2% of the wealth in this country. In this country.
Yeah. So like I said, people like
and we've been here the longest.
Yeah, people like Dr. Claude Anderson, those are the people who we should be reading their books on a daily basis and doing it. But you know, like I said, this is all stuff that we've said before. So
yeah. It's
racism
just rehashing it because when you
is a
start
team
talking
sport.
about shit like crack pipes,
yeah, that's stupid.
how is that gonna promote racial equity?
That's stupid. Matter of fact, even putting that with racial equity is stupid as fuck. So.
But I did throw that out to say that it was a Daily Mail headline. I'm not sure that the Biden administration actually went out and said this is going to promote racial equity.
Yeah.
But if they did,
stupid as fuck.
Y'all are dumb as hell, and all the black people that voted for you should really, all the black people that voted for you should feel like jackasses. Moving on. We already talked about World War III. I don't really care what's going on in Russia and Ukraine, but Biden was like, hey, y'all get out of there because we don't know what Putin is up to.
Yeah,
they got 100,000 troops out there, and we don't know. They said they not going to fuck with them, but we don't know. So get up out of there. But yeah, if it's World War III, nigga, Biden, your legacy is trash.
We almost finished?
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about Kanye and Kim K.
No, not at all. Fuck that.
I had it up here, but I was like, nah.
Man. Millionaire problems, don't give a fuck.
Here's a Twitter take that's gonna piss you off.
All right.
Twitter said Lil Wayne had a better prime than Jay-Z.
Fuck Twitter.
Nigga, have you lost your mind?
Because if you, I mean, it's terrible.
It's young niggas that don't know shit, man. These are the niggas on Twitter that's talking and and they the ones that's saying shit like this. They don't know nothing.
Yeah. No.
How do you say Lil Wayne had a better prime than Jay-Z? Jay-Z never came out of his prime.
Never had a flop album.
When did Jay-Z? He's got 13, 14 number ones. You can say what you want about 444.
That shit was great.
But he's got 14 number ones.
Yep.
He ain't fell out his prime.
Yeah, at 50.
Wayne went up and down, and up and down, and up and down, up and down, all through his prime.
Oh, up and down. And like I said, it comes to the point where you're not even excited for his albums. You're excited for his mixtape. People were looking forward to those ceilings before they were looking forward to the Carter. Mm-hmm. The Carter fell off after 3. Don't care what nobody say. 4 and 5. 4 and 5
4 was okay.
But I mean,
the Carter 5 was dated.
But you remember more songs off 3 than most.
Most definitely.
So it's like, man, you just gotta just keep it funky. Is Wayne the feature king? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about prime albums, like trying to their hits could match up. No one's saying that Wayne don't have hits, but
right.
That's a stupid.
To say that
statement.
he had a better prime, like
no, that's a stupid
ass
statement. Stop that bullshit, please.
These are the niggas that was 2 years old when the towers fell, and Jay-Z dropped an album, and that bitch went platinum. How you drop an album? Like, I remember that day because
I remember that day.
I didn't. No, I got Blueprint the week after.
Man, I remember listening to Takeover in my room and shooting
But
out.
Takeover had been out.
Yeah, it been out, but like I said, listening to it in my room like somebody had burnt it. Somebody burnt it for me.
Yeah,
in-
it was
in the
probably
dorm.
my roommate.
Who-
No. I wasn't roommates. I wasn't roommates with him then.
Yeah, I think it was Dwight.
Oh, okay.
Dwight. And like he burned it. And I remember it, and then I remember going back home that summer and working at
Mhm.
Sears. This is a little trauma, or a great moment when I got that Stillmatic, and the first things I heard was "fuck Jay-Z." I was like, "Oh!" But anyway, all right. That just took me back. I was like, "Ooh, that nigga responded."
But yeah. So yeah, it's
But
Jay-Z probably one of the only people that could drop an album that day, and motherfuckers in New York still lining up to go get the damn shit.
Yeah, you want to hear what Dogg got to say. I mean, he's created that kind of mystique around himself, and then also
Mhm.
not being in the public eye. And then it's like you hear him on tracks with guys in the last few years. He's still dropping some of the better verses of the year.
Oh, most definitely.
Once, you know what I'm saying? Like you got like
Most
a feature once or
definitely.
twice. Like the song with him and Nas and Khaled, it's a great song. Like I said, Dog.
Which Khaled?
The one
The
when he
singer
talking about
Khaled?
another beat. No.
DJ Khaled?
DJ Khaled.
Oh.
When he was talking about, ooh, that's another beat.
Oh, the song
And
on DJ Khaled album.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, that shit was clean.
That song was.
That shit was clean. Like, dog, it's like, man, hey.
Again, that song was.
Yeah. But talk that billionaire talk. And it's like, man, that's what you aspire to be.
That's what I wanted to. I put on it. 50 said he dropping a new album.
And I'm a 50 Cent fan. Fuck your album, dog.
Keep that shit.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, keep that shit. Nobody want to hear that shit. If you're not talking about
Hey.
what the fuck you doing right now.
Bruh, as soon as that nigga come on there and say, get the gat, get a hat. Turn that shit off. Like, nigga, not nobody where you
like,
talking
nigga, ain't
about
nobody want to hear that. And
selling drugs and shooting niggas.
And if you say anything about
Get a
get
gat,
rich or
get a
die
hat.
trying, yeah, get a gat with a hat.
I don't want to hear shit about how your mom was a lesbian, how you was raised
none of
and
that.
shit. We heard it already, man.
2022.
If you ain't rapping about
some exec, some cool
shit. Yeah, man.
Some cool grown
ass
man shit.
Business shit.
Then
Bruh, I'm
keep
turning
that
shit off.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't even think he can. Though.
And I'm a big 50 Cent
his
fan.
album finna be a bunch of power theme songs.
Yeah, and I mean, if that's the best you can do, but I don't want to hear like.
And I'm a big 50 Cent fan, dog.
Yeah.
Nigga, every time I get a chance to listen to motherfucking Get Rich or Die Trying, it's on. Matter of fact, I might play that shit at the gym later, dog.
And to keep it funky, like I said, his earliest stuff was some of his greatest stuff, and it was like, okay, Power of the Dollar.
Power of the Dollar is
hard.
one of his.
It's a great album. That and Get Rich or Die Trying together, like the zone he was in for those two albums, that's what to me
50 Cent is the future. The first mixtape, crazy.
But
his run,
it was crazy.
His run, 50 Cent is the future. Power of the Dollar. I can't remember the title of the second mixtape right off the bat. And then Get Rich or Die Trying. That run right there,
it was
like
crazy.
You understand why this nigga's first album went fucking
11.
Yeah, went diamond.
But it's like, dog, after Massacre, you stop trying. Curtis was trash. And then you did some Animal Ambition.
It's focusing on them damn beefs, man.
Yeah. And them beefs killed his career. And it's like he made some song.
Animal Ambition was kind of cool.
It wasn't bad, but he made some song called "Get Up," dun, 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 with 2 verses, and then the verses was trash. It was like, dog, this nigga just how you go from being able to rap to not being able to rap at all. Like you just like you definitely regressed lyrically, and then your subject matter did not grow at all ever.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. Keep that shit, dog.
Boosie said. Boosie say he's dropping his album on 2/22/22 the same day as Kanye and Lil Durk.
Go ahead and do that shit. Go ahead. I'm a Boosie
You know why?
fan.
You know why this don't move me?
Why is that?
Because they motherfuckers ain't competing for album sales anymore.
Yeah. It don't
I
matter.
can listen to all three of them albums in an hour and a half.
There's no CDs.
I don't have to leave and go to the store. There's no me going into the store with $20 saying
Which one do we get?
I can only get two.
Yeah.
Three niggas drop and I can only get two. There's no more of that. I can go on Tidal, Pandora, Spotify. What's the other one? Apple Music.
And listen to all of it.
And listen to all three back to back to back. And be done with it. Yeah. Now, will more people listen to Kanye's than Dirk's and Boosie's? Probably, because Kanye has a bigger fan base. But that aspect of a fan going in on opening day, not opening day, but on the day your CD drop, which is that first week, that's that whole first week of sales thing is gone. Your shit gonna stream regardless. You could drop it the day after. It's gonna stream regardless.
And people just excited that you dropped it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg purchases Death Row Records.
I think it's cool.
He got his masters back now.
Hey,
he got everything that Suge wouldn't give him. He did that to say fuck Suge.
It's a boss move. You know him and Suge cool now, so.
Still though. How cool are they?
I'm not sure.
How cool are they?
But they reconciled though.
Reconciliation don't mean we cool.
Oh well, ain't no more dissing. I'm sure of that. You know. So I mean, but I mean it's cool.
Snoop ain't putting nothing on this nigga books.
No. No. It's a boss move though. I like it though. I'm glad he did it. I wonder if he gonna be.
They're talking about them. They reconciled. Suge ain't give him his masters.
Oh.
Yeah, hell yeah, he bought this shit. They can give me all my shit. It's up for sale. Oh no, we lost the camera. Oh well. It's an hour and a half. We can wrap up. We can wrap up. We at the end anyway, so I got enough footage. But yeah, that's dope. Viola Davis will be starring in the first ever film about the woman-led kingdom of Dahomey.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
definitely
the pictures?
watch it.
You seen the pictures?
No pictures. I ain't seen it.
Oh, she look dope, man.
I'll definitely check it out. Anything with her is worth checking out.
She look dope as a
I'm
warrior
a
goddess.
I'm a fan.
You know, the Dahomies, those was the Amazons. So that's what this movie is about. They say the woman-led kingdom, but Dahomey had a king. So it wasn't necessarily woman-led, but the story of the Amazons is, I think, what this movie is going to be about, because even though I think it's titled The Woman King or something like that, but the woman king was actually Nzinga, and that's not Dahomey. Dahomies. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but yeah. But it's either way, it's gonna be cool. I definitely, these are the type of movies we want to see.
Yeah.
These are the type of movies we want to see. Y'all, I don't want to see another 12 Years a Slave. You know what I'm saying? Show us our history before we got it. Black people need to fall back in love with Africa. Black Americans need to fall back in love with Africa. We don't have to see ourselves as continental Africans, because we're not. We weren't born on the continent. We don't have a lot of connection to the continent, but the connection that we do have through our culture, through the things that grew up with us in this country, the things that we carried over, we have to keep that connection. Because that's how we unite. You see, Yeah, I guess this would be cool for the last topic. Jim Jones and complaining about not getting service at Gucci.
Uh,
Was there for hours, posted a little video, was mad because they wasn't servicing him, and
it,
still
it's
spent money at that motherfucker.
yeah, no, it's bullshit, but it sound like millionaire problems. You know what I'm saying? You got a little bit of bread, but I mean, discrimination.
It sound like I'm crying because I didn't get the white validation I was seeking.
Yeah, like I guess they supposed to be treating like
I
upper
don't-
echelon because you a rapper.
I don't. It ain't even no. It's bruh. It don't matter that he's a rapper. It's just like I was saying about the Bentley.
Yeah.
You black. They don't want you there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
They don't want you at Gucci. They don't want you at Neiman Marcus. They don't want you at Saks. They do not want to see your black ass walk in the store with your entourage.
Yeah. So why keep spending your money
And all
on
your gold chains and shit. They don't like that shit.
So why keep spending your
But
money
you
there?
still go. You take the fucking mistreatment. You take the mistreatment. You sit there waiting for hours. You yell a bit. You scream on people, and then you still spend your money there.
Just so you can wear something that's ain't valuable at all. So you can wear something with some G's on it, a status symbol. Stupid as fuck.
That's it. That's it. And going from that, we going into our black-owned business feature, Negash Footwear. If this camera's still rolling, you see him. You see him.
All right. We're going clean.
You see him. You know what I'm saying? Negash Footwear.
Yes, sir.
You know, I still rock Nikes, but I also rock these. I also rock my Rock Deeps. It's like beating a dead horse when I keep saying we have our own high quality shit that you can spend your money on if you want to look fly.
Yeah, them boots nice, man.
There are black designers. You know what makes designer apparel cost what it costs?
What make it cost?
The fact that it's handmade, the time that's put into it, the quality that's put into it. A lot of shit, Gucci right now, the shit made in factories, it don't cost as much to make
It's just
as
marked up.
yeah. It's marked up now because Gucci is Gucci.
That's it.
But what made Gucci Gucci is because that shit was handmade and it was crafted from the best silks and all whatever quality high. We have that shit too. There are designers that put time and money into making their product that we should be spending our money on.
Right.
We should be spending. We will buy Jordans all day, but then you go on, a website like Negash, see $300 shoes and be like, hey, what the fuck? I ain't paying no $300 for no shoes. They can kiss my ass, and then go spend $300 on some Jordans. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't pay $300 for these. I already know. These ain't the $300. They also have affordable shoes, bro.
Right.
Because I'm gonna say this about me. I'm not gonna spend $300 on no shoes. You know what I'm saying? But if I did, I can't spend $300 on Jordans and then go look at a black-owned website, see $300 shoes, and be like, I ain't spending $300.
Yeah, nah, we can't do that.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Negash Footwear. The IG is Negash83, Negash. And the website is negash83.com. You get your last words.
My dog said something really great. He said, "Fall back in love with Africa."
Yes, sir.
We have to, even though we may not be continentally connected, that's still our origin, that's still our place. Hey, we need to respect and pay homage to the beauty of it. Understand that we are greater than the history that the colonizers present.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to do that. So, embrace your heritage, and hey, love yourself. And ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of separation.
I love that I said that, man. It's like
Shit,
one of
that
my
shit-
favorite quotes.
That shit is hard.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of separation, bruh.
Right.
Hell yeah, dog. Y'all know what it is, man. We finna get up out of here, dog. So Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow. If you have a team that's playing, whichever team you rooting for, you root for them with the confidence of 10 Jada kisses. And hopefully your team plays with the confidence of 10 Jada kisses. And that way they don't lose. Stafford go out there with the confidence of 10 Jada kisses. But what if Burrow go out there with
I'm
the confidence
outside.
of 10 Jada kisses?
Yeah,
One of them got to lose, right?
Somebody gotta
Nah,
lose.
man, they'll never lose.
Right.
The score on the scoreboard don't matter if they play like champions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though one of them teams is going to lose. But yeah, man, with that being said, live in love like it's your last. Live in love like it's all you have. This has been the Fuck That Shit Dog podcast. Hold up. Let me do that again.
We out.